Let's take it back to the here and now, and we do want to head over to North Carolina.
Fox Weather Storm Specialist Mike Seidel joins us from Kitty Hawk in the Outer Banks. Mike, good to see you. I'm sure you're feeling it because we can see your camera shot.
Yes, what I'm feeling at the back of me, and this is why I've got my rain pants on and my jacket, because we don't expect any rain today. It's just to keep the pain away from getting sandblasted for 7 or 8 hours. Not that it would kill me, but you might as well, as they say, work smarter, not harder, be more comfortable out here. And the winds have been gusting 40 to 45 miles an hour. But what we want to show you is the blue sky that's poking through. We've got dry air that's been wrapping around the west side, the left side of Hurricane Irma, so it's not going to intensify anymore. And we've had the sun pop out now for the past 25 to 30 minutes. The rain, look at the live radar, there is nothing nearby. And I suspect that we're not going to get any rain today, maybe a couple passing showers on the backside. But as we had talked all week, there was not going to be an inland flood watch, flash flood threat problem. And even here on the coast a couple of days ago, we thought we could get scraped even yesterday by a few showers or maybe gusty squalls, but that has not been the case. Our winds are still gusting down at the Cape about 50 miles an hour. Here, our peak gust at the First Flight Airport is about 40 miles an hour. Remember, that airport is not on the beach, and it makes a big difference. If you just go a couple of blocks inland or out to Highway 158, US 158, it's not nearly as windy as right here because we're fully exposed. The tide is beginning to go out, and the good news this morning, I can report, is that a high tide did not get into the dune line. This is a good thing. We have one more high tide of some concern later today, early this evening, but the dune line is intact, winds gusting 40 to 45, no structural damage. I haven't even looked at power outages. I can't imagine there are any power outages. It's really all about this picture here. Look at the surf out here, the angry Atlantic. I just checked the Scripps buoy not far off the coast, and their significant wave heights are about 13.5 feet. Significant wave heights are the highest third of the waves, so that puts that in perspective. It's hard to tell what they're breaking out way out because they're breaking beyond the pier, and when you're at the end of the pier, you can feel the pier rocking from the force of the wave action. And boy, you can see the mist too now that the sun is beating down on these waves. It's like a big wash tub out there. But the tide is now going out. The wind is north and northeast. It'll go more north as the hurricane goes by this afternoon. It's about a couple hundred miles off Hatteras, the closest approach. Here comes a wave coming up. So even though the tide is going out, we're still getting some of these, I'm not going to say rogue wave, but some of these waves that still come up. A lot of sea foam being created by the wind. So ladies, about what we expected. And again, the good news is, at least here in Kitty Hawk, as far as I can see, the dune is intact. And that was the biggest concern here with Hurricane Erin coming up this way.
Yeah, and those waves impressive behind you, Mike. That is Fox Weather Storm Specialist Mike Seidel, live from Kitty Hawk, North Carolina.